What's up, everybody? Back with a few more props for you today. Obviously, the prop picks have not been going the way that I would hope. By we, I mean me, been missing some. So yesterday went 1 and 2, had John Collins over 8.5 rebounds. He hit 12, so that one hit pretty easily. Porter Jr. got hurt, so had him over 3.5 turnovers, and he only had one when he went out, so that wasn't necessarily on pace to hit anyway. But it obviously doesn't help when somebody doesn't play half the game. So that one didn't hit. And then Murray had one turnover or one steal. We needed 2 steals. So if you've been following along on a lot of these, I have definitely, like Robert Williams the other night, totally missed that one. But a lot of things are right on the border and just not going our way. So I do expect that to turn around. One thing I can promise you is I'm definitely putting in the time and the work. Hopefully you can see that from the explanations that I'm giving you, that these are not just picks I'm throwing out there, but things I believe are the right side to be on. So hopefully that'll pan out over the long run. So if you want to keep playing along, here are three props I like today. 2 of them are from the Indianapolis Pacers. Largely because Brogdon is out and Brooklyn hasn't been amazing or anything. So a couple spots I like here. The first one is with Miles Turner. So Miles Turner is averaging almost 24 and a half minutes a game. And here's the thing, when Brogdon's out, historically, his usage gets a bump. He goes from 22.4% to 24.2%. So not a massive bump, but he gets a little bit of bump. He's been averaging 13.6 points and 7 rebounds without Brogdon over the course of his career. And tonight I just think, who's going to guard him when he's in? I'm not saying he's going to get a massive minutes bump. Hopefully we get him up to 26 or 27 minutes. But Griffin, Aldridge, you could say maybe they put Durant on him, but I would assume that they're going to put Durant on Sabonis more of the time. We'll see how that plays out. But I just think it's a good spot for Miles Turner with a little bit of increased usage, probably a few more minutes. And the number I want to give you is one that he's been hitting a good part of the time anyway, and that's over 16.5 points and rebounds at -108. I did think about just taking the rebound prop. That's the one I like the most, but I've been doing some analysis, and I do have a rebound prop later, so I can't say much about it, but I've been doing some analysis, and I think I've been hitting on points better than rebounds so far. And so I thought, why not combine the two? I have him going over in both categories. And so I certainly would have him going over in the 2 categories combined. So Miles Turner, over 16.5 points and rebounds, -108. Second one from that game is Chris Duarte. So we know that coming up we're going to have to pay attention because as Karis LeVert comes back, Chris Duarte is probably going to lose some run. Who knows? He's played pretty well, and so we don't know exactly what his run is going to be. But with Brogdon out, man, this is a big one. So Duarte goes from 21.8% usage to 28.2%. So he gets a massive bump in usage. He has 0.59 points per minute with Brogdon out. So at that pace, he would need 29 minutes to hit the prop I'm going to give you. Theoretically, I understand these are all averages, but 29 minutes at his regular pace with Brogdon out. The lowest number of minutes he's had so far this season is 32. That's been with Brogdon in, and he's gone all the way up to 41. So he's clearing that minutes mark by quite a bit to be able to hit this prop, and they're going to have to rely on him for scoring more with Brogdon out. So I think he's in a great spot tonight, and I've got him over 16.5 points at even money, +100. So you could say, what if Karis LeVert plays? At least when I'm making this, I think he's still a game time decision. He's just coming back and getting into the rhythm of things, so even if he plays, I don't imagine him playing massive minutes. And I would at least say he's going to play less minutes than Brogdon's been playing. And so I think worst case scenario, Duarte just gets, half his minutes bump and half his usage bump, which still should be enough to put him over this mark of 16.5. So I've got Chris Duarte over 16.5 points at +100. And then the last one I want to give you, honestly, this one's pretty simple. I don't have as much of a breakdown on this. It's Duncan Robinson over 3.5 rebounds. Now, I told you that I'm trying to focus on points and stuff because the rebounds haven't gone as well, but this one was just too good for me to pass up. He did only average 3.2 rebounds a game last year, so this is a little bit over his average from last year, but in 4 games so far, he's had 5, 5, 5, and 6 rebounds. One of the things I'm trying to look for more in props is it's nice to look at somebody's average for the season, but that definitely doesn't tell you the whole story. So you could have somebody who pops off for like 14 rebounds in one game, and then they've got, 3, 2, 1, and their average looks way higher than it actually is. So what I'm looking for also is consistency in somebody's numbers. Doesn't get much more consistent with 5, 5, 5, and 6. And actually, the game where he had 6 rebounds was the one where he had the least number of minutes out of all 4 of those games as well. And so I've got over 3.5 rebounds at plus 126. So a guy that's had 5, 5, 5, and 6 rebounds, you're giving me over 3.5 at plus 126. Seems like a great spot to me. Too good for me to pass up. Those are the props for today. Hopefully we're going to start getting some sweeps here and moving back in a positive direction. Again, hit me up in the comments. If there's anything you'd like to see, give me a like, subscribe, and then I'm at NBA Attack with 1A on Twitter, and I will see you there.